In today's Inside, we're focusing on Cubans entering the U.S. Their numbers have doubled since last year and are expected to keep rising. The migrants are driven by hopes for a better life in the U.S., but their journeys are often risky and dangerous, as CCTV's Vaughn explains.
Tens of thousands of Cubans have entered the U.S. by land over the past year, many of them taking advantage of looser travel restrictions in Cuba. Some, like 31-year-old Alberto Barbusano, couldn't wait. He decided to take a chance instead of applying and waiting for refugee status.
Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to come to America. Given the pressure in Cuba, I was given the opportunity to go to Ecuador.
In April last year, Barbusano left his family behind in Cuba and flew to Ecuador. And then, for the next 3 months, he traveled overland.
De Ecuador me fui para Colombia.
I crossed through Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, and finally Mexico.
At the Mexico-U.S. border, Barbusano told authorities he wanted to apply for permanent resident status under the Cuban Adjustment Act. He was soon issued papers and free to begin a new life in America. While historically Cubans have immigrated to cities like Miami, Florida when coming by sea, today many are now crossing borders overland through Mexico to Texas and settling in cities like Houston because of the assistance they can get from the state. The director for Texas Refugee Services says resettlement is offered for up to 8 months to people with refugee or asylum status, as well as those who come to the U.S. without documentation, like Barbusano.
Cubans have financial challenges and difficulty and experience extreme poverty as a result of political systems there. And they would tell you that they don't have opportunities, no matter how high a level of education they can receive in the school system there. They still can't support their family because they can't find jobs and the opportunities don't exist.
Lo que me siento bien es las oportunidades que uno tiene aquí.
What I appreciate about the U.S. is the possibility of opportunity. The fact that one can accomplish anything that you want to do and that you're able to do. You're allowed the opportunity to accomplish without any limitations.
Barbusano dreams of being a carpenter. He now has a valid work permit and driver's license, and he says in a few months, God willing, he will have a Social Security number and residency status too. Vaughn, CCTV, Houston.